lot going on. Does anyone at all know who this man is on the screen? Oh, some of you know?
No.
Okay, you there. What do you think?
Dr. Robert Kurtz.
That's right. Dr. Robert Kurtz. He's a Canadian from the Canadian Space Agency, and he's on the space station right now. He's studying the effects of space on the humans. I think they might go to Mars someday, but it takes about 7 months to go to Mars. It's a long ways away, and when you get there, you have to spend about 4 months there before you can come back home, which again will take you another 7 months. So that's 18 months just to go to Mars and come back. Well, as you already know, right? They spend about 6 months on the space station and then they come back. So they're going to be an awful lot longer going to Mars. So they have to figure that out. And that's part of what Dr. Robert Kurtz is trying to do. Now, back to Sandra Magnus, the lady we contacted. She took off on the shuttle, came back on the shuttle Discovery on March 28, 2009 at 1:13 p.m. Central Standard Time. They said that Sandra stayed in space 134 days. Not a record, but that's a long time. And 129 of those days were spent on the station itself. Of course, it takes a few days to get there and a few days to come back, so that's why the difference. And there's some pictures of her. Did you ever notice that sometimes when you ask a question, you end up having more questions after you get the answer? You ever realize that? Well, I noticed that was the case during a few of our space station questions. For example, Dakota asked, has an astronaut ever become ill upon the International Space Station? And the answer was no, because they've been lucky. They're kind of exempt from getting ill because they go through a lot of tests before they go up there. And hopefully they're not going to get ill. And they do have some medical training so they can help treat each other if something does happen. But what she didn't have time to tell you was if they really needed to get back to Earth in a hurry, they can do it. Down on the bottom right here, they have this thing called the Soyuz escape module. That's this little piece right here. It looks like this piece on the end over here. It's a little bit different, but they can hop in there and they can be back to Earth in about 4 hours. And then Sasha, she asked the question, what's the longest a person has been in space? Well, Sandra said a little over a year, and that was one of her Russian comrades on the Mir space station. Well, of course, that got me curious. I thought, well, now who is she talking about? So I found out. Oh, Valerie Polkov. Hey, that's the man that spent 437.7 days in space, and he holds the record even today. That's the most time anyone spent in space. 14 months. Remember? Let me see. There's a picture of him. There's another question here to be answered too. She said that he'd spent time on the Mir space station. Did anybody know that there was a space station before the International Space Station? Put your hands up if you knew that. Well, some of you knew that. That's good. I thought maybe some of you didn't know that. Well, here's what it looked like. Now, when you make a contact on the ham radio, a lot of the times, you can send away for something called a QSL card. A QSL card. And I have thousands of these from people all over the world in different places. I love to collect them. And when you contact someone on the space station, you want a QSL card, don't you? You want something to show that you can prove it. A QSL card is like a picture postcard from the person that you talk to. So this is an example of Ryland's card. I sent these cards off for every one of our question askers with their picture on it like this and their question that they asked. So this is Ryland's, that's the front of it, and there's the back of it. And you can say it says it came from King George Elementary School in Moose Jaw. And we were contact number 394 for the Amateur Radio on the International Space Station program, ARISS, right? And our call sign, you remember, was VE5ISS. And we contacted the space station, and their call sign was NA1SS. And that was December 15, 2008, at 16:53 UTC. Now this is a picture of the card that we got back from the space station. And in the back of the card shows that they contacted us, VE5ISS, on the same date at the same time. Now, unfortunately, to my great disappointment, our contact was held during the 25th anniversary of the first contact made from space using amateur radio. Okay, so 25 years ago was the first time that someone in space made a contact using ham radio. So, because of that, the Amateur Radio on the International Space Station program was offering a certificate to us commemorating that anniversary. However, I haven't got the certificates to give to you today because they haven't mailed them out yet. So as soon as I get those, I'll be sure to pass them on to Mr. Milligan, and he'll make sure that they get to our 10 question askers. Yeah, the first contact was made by this man here, Owen Gary. I'm going to hand out some QSL cards here now, I guess. Okay, let's have Riley Cannon up here. There you go, Riley. Good job. Thank you again. Okay, where's Riley? There you go, Riley. Congratulations. Come over here. Let's get a picture of you. There we go. Okay. Now we need Riley Kiss, please. And where is Taylor? There she is. Good job. And Natalia. Where's Natalia? There she is. There you go, Natalia. Thank you. Congratulations. Good job. And Sasha. Congratulations, Sasha. There you go. Not here? Okay, I'll give that to Mr. Milligan, and he'll make sure that gets to Dakota. And Tyler, where's Tyler? Good job, Tyler. Congratulations. Well done. Okay, let's have Rebecca next. Hi, Rebecca. Congratulations. Good job. And finally, Everett. Thanks, Everett. There you go. Congratulations. Well done. One more to give away here. Mr. Milligan. He could join me up here for one moment. There's one more I have here. And again, I'd like to give you the certificate, but I can't. But I'll send that along as soon as I can. This is the last QSL card, and I'd like King George School to have that. And I want to say thank you to Mr. Cridlin, wherever he is there. He's stepped up the most. And Mr. Gardner, who may have also stepped up the most. But, and thank you very much for having my friends, Carrie and Malcolm, and Trevor, who's here today with us too. Myself here. I hope we can do it again. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Brandon, Mr. Maintrial. Let's give him another hand, please.